What's going on, everybody? It's your girl, Christina Shiver C. Shiz. We're going to call me in today. I am back with another episode of the How to Pray podcast. Here is the first episode of season two, Talk Time with Tina and Friends, and I am blessed to have two of my closest friends, Summer and Orion, here with me. These two have been in a long distance relationship since 2020, and we're going to be discussing the ins and outs, the ups and downs, and just the all arounds of their wonderful relationship. All right. Without further ado, let's get to it.
Go out and get it now. So nervous, deep inside, so worth it. Don't give up this time. Don't back down. Don't be afraid. Tell your heart to take a leap of faith and start today.
So, how are y'all doing today?
Good.
We're good.
Yeah.
Pretty good. Do you guys want to just introduce yourselves to the people?
I'm Orion. I'm 25. Michigan. And yeah.
I'm Summer and I'm 24 and I'm from the UK.
Oh, wow. Different time zones, different locations, completely around the world. I respect that. I respect that. And you guys have been together since 2020.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what, 2 years going on,
Yeah, in September.
right? My birth month. Okay, period. I be forgetting that sometimes, and then like I'll like get a reminder on my phone because I have everybody's birthday in my calendar, and I'll get a reminder, and I'm like, oh shoot, twins. Okay, period. So let's see where we want to start with this. You guys want to tell me y'all's story of how y'all met and how y'all got together originally? Because I met you guys in two different seasons of life when I first met y'all. So I want to know how we got to this moment right now.
um, well, as you know, I had a Twitter account that I made in I think January 2019, I think. Yeah, so I made a Twitter account and, I was, looking for mutuals, because I was new to this Twitter account, as you know, because, you know, um, I didn't really do much on that Twitter account for a while, and then like around like summertime, that's when I really like,
Being active.
being active and having like friends and stuff like that. And then I remember coming across her face, and I was like, is she actually like like the all these people like I don't know, it was just I thought she was too pretty and I was confused, like no, like she might not be a fan or something. So then I kind of just I was like, oh, she's probably mean, so I just didn't hit the follow button. And then she followed me, and then I feel like we always wanted to socialize, but we didn't know how to. Um, I don't know, cause I don't know. It was just I don't know. It's like we couldn't find a reason to talk, like to start a friendship. But I knew I wanted to be her friend, and I knew she wanted to be my friend too. But it was I don't know. We just didn't have any ways to like start a conversation, I guess. And then I retweeted something, and she was like, "Oh, it was something along the lines like when you really want to talk to someone, but you don't know if they want to talk to you or something like that. I don't know." And she was like, "This is how I feel about you," and I was like, "Oh, gee, no way! Like, I didn't even know like you. I didn't even know that you knew I existed or
I was
something
like,
like
I
that."
like your vibe.
Yeah. And then we kind of like talked here and there, and then around her birthday, she kind of talked to me a lot. She tried to find ways to talk to me. And then she was here in America. So we were able to actually text each other through our time zones and talk here and there in the mornings. And then time goes on, and you know, I couldn't pursue anything at the time. And then I got into a relationship, and then that didn't work out. And then summer 2020 came around, and me and Summer kind of talked again here and there, but I knew she was doing her own thing, and I had to do my own thing because I came out of that relationship. So months go by, and then her birthday comes around again, and she's texting me, and then I'm like, stop texting me. I was like, go hang out with your friends, because they were like at a club or something, right?
We were at a bar.
Yeah, for her birthday. And she was like, no, I'm not wasting my time. And I was like, oh. And then we talked a lot. And then I could tell that we liked each other. And I could tell that we've liked each other longer than we thought. But I was always like, what if I'm just, I was like, what if I'm just being cocky? And what if she doesn't like me? Like, I don't know. Or like, I don't know. I thought she was too pretty for me too. I was like, she's so out of my league. I was like, no way she likes me. And then I was like, okay, like, I feel pretty positive that we like each other, like the way we've been talking. And then I was like, yo, like,
What's going on?
I was like, I feel like there's something between us. And if you don't feel that way, then that's completely okay. But I would want to know if you feel the same way. And we went on from there. And at first, I think we were both hesitant, right?
This was 5 days after my birthday. So literally our anniversary 5 days after my birthday, which Orion complains about because apparently it's too close together. Like,
Well, because, like, I was like, if I know that we both liked each other for so long and we just never said anything, like, why waste time? Any more time, you know? Like,
Mhm.
try this. Because obviously the attraction was there for, like, a really long time. And then we just hit it off. And we were like, okay, let's do this.
and that was that.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay, the fact that I'm hearing this for the first time will hurt, but you know it's okay. These things happen. No, but that sounds awesome. Like just knowing that from the moment you guys clicked, like that's kind of rare nowadays because sometimes people are like, oh, I want to get in a relationship and they hop into the relationship, but it takes like time for them to actually develop true feelings before they can say the I love yous and the I care for you solely unconditionally. But it seems like you guys just knew that right from the bat. Like it was
Yeah.
instantaneous. And that's kind of cool. Like that's legit right there. I respect that wholeheartedly. You have my support. But y'all already knew that.
I think Summer should tell you, like, all the things that led before us dating, like her side of the story, because it's really interesting.
All right, go ahead.
So basically, like, before we started dating, like, actually dating, but I already, like, had a crush on Orion. And, you know, like, it's, oh, I really like them, like, you know, all this. And then I, like, I'm not even joking. I started getting, like, these signs from the universe, but, like, really specific signs. Like, I was in Italy and I've never even heard of Orion's name before, like, never even heard of it. And I literally walked into this cafe, and on the door it said Orion Water. What? Like, that's really weird. And then, so that was like one sign. And then in my hometown, like where I live, I would drive around and I would see this van all the time, and it said Orion Maintenance on it. Like, I would see it all the time.
Yo, what?
I dating, I never saw it again. Like,
Oh my god.
and then and I was at a client's house that I'd never been to before, and I walk in and there's this book like just right in front of me, and on the front cover it says Orion, like in big letters. I have a picture of it as well that I
Yeah.
sent to Orion. I was like, this is crazy.
Yo.
Reading, I turned over the back, and the company that made the book was called Orion Springs. Can't make this up. Like, every time I saw something, I was like, "You're kidding!" Like,
Oh,
like all this stuff happened like before we started dating, and it was like the universe was saying to me, like, date them. Like, they're the one for you. Like, this is a good move. Like, date them. And then not that long ago, like last year sometime, I was driving and there was this like old American car in front of me, which like you don't see in my town. Like, it was really unusual. And I looked on the back and it says Orion's hometown on it. And out of all the places in America, out of all the places in Michigan alone, it says Orion's hometown on it. And I quickly like took a picture and I was like, Orion, like, look at this. Like,
And it's not like any like ordinary name. It's like a Native American name. So like just imagine like out of all the names in the entire world, like that specific name is right in front of her face.
like of the town. And like, I've just had so many signs about this
oh
relationship.
my god.
I've never experienced it before over anything, let alone a relationship.
Yo, what? Hold on, I need a moment to like wrap my brain around this.
I know. Like, it still blows my mind.
Like, you kept seeing their name
Hmm.
in like the most absurd places too. It wasn't like a car, a book, a cafe. Like, what?
It was
Like,
things that like the universe knew that I was going to see. And it was like, you need to see these. Like, you're going to do this.
wow.
Right.
You can't make this stuff up.
No,
Like this, that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Summer
I'm
also
in awe.
Summer also had this client that she used to talk to about me before we started dating. Like Summer would always tell this client about us. And she was like, "Oh, then obviously it was meant to be." And then like what days after we started dating, she passed away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was the only one who
Oh,
I've spoken to about, because she loved like gossip. She's like, tell me everything. Like, tell me about your dating life. So I'm like, okay. So I would tell her like everything. And then I was telling her about Orion and all the things. And she was just like, well, it's obviously meant to be. And I was like, yeah. And then literally
oh,
a few days after she said that, she passed away.
oh,
I know.
Damn.
that's so sad. But like, she was part of y'all's journey. Like
Was.
oh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, I mean, I'm glad that you listened to the universe
I know.
because then we wouldn't be here today.
No.
Um, that wow,
Yeah.
wow. So let me get this right. So Orion, you as Summer out
Yeah.
officially
Yeah.
5 days after her birthday.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, but y'all have been feeling this kind of like emotion, this connection since the moment y'all kind of followed each other on Twitter, but y'all just were too afraid to say anything.
Yeah, first I think we kind of like built a friendship first, and then I think
Right.
like attracted to each other's like, who we are as a person.
Yeah. And then we both like became single. Like, we both came out of relationships and became single. And we did like, even though like we left it like time, which was a really good thing to do. Like, instead of just jumping into another relationship,
Hmm.
like we gave it time out of those relationships to work on ourselves first. And then, I don't know, I just feel like it all happened at the right time, you know?
Yeah.
So who would y'all say that y'all are as people? Like the personalities behind Orion, the personalities behind Summer, and how did we meet in the middle?
I think for me, it's just like I feel like we're two very passionate, kind people. I don't know. I feel like in that sense where like we would do anything for people. You know, like I feel like I've I've noticed that we both have always put others before our own selves, and I know like we're both learning how to put ourselves first and setting boundaries and things like that. But yeah, I think we're both in a way quiet people because she has her outgoing side of her, and I with people I'm comfortable with. You know, I'm a bit outgoing, but she's more of a non-confrontational person, and I'm a very confrontational
We
person.
really take after our star signs. Like,
Yeah.
Orion is a fire sign, and they have no problem, like, starting an argument. Like, they have no problem. They are fiery. Like, you are. you are. You have no problem with that. Whereas I am not. I don't like confrontation. I don't like arguments.
Mm-mm.
And before, well, when we first started dating, would I would struggle to stand up for myself. I never said no. And Orion would be like, "You need to say no. Like, don't do it if you don't want to do it." And they've actually taught me I can now say no. I know when to say no,
Mm-hmm.
you know. And I feel like because we are very different, like signs like that,
Hmm.
we go well together because Orion teaches me to stand up for myself, but then I can also be like, chill out on this one. Like,
I feel like ever since we've been dating, I've been a bit more calm and collected. You know,
Hmm.
like I really don't let a lot of things that used to bother me anymore. Usually I would like give in, you know, but I think being with Summer, like I realize more like how much stuff really doesn't matter, not worth my time.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Can you give an example of that?
Um, like say something's really bothering me. Like say like a family member says something that I didn't like. She'll always remind me like, you know, the positive things about me, like don't pay attention to them. Like she validates my feelings when let's say I'm being gaslighted or something. Like she validates me and reminds me of the things that I need to remember because I tend to usually be hard on myself um, and let things really bother me. But now I kind of just brush off things and remember that it's just not worth my time.
Mm, I respect that. And like from what I'm getting is like y'all wherever y'all lack, the other person picks up. And
yeah,
like that is so important in a relationship, I think, because it's like if you have somebody that's completely like you get more confrontation, more conflict, more like just issues all around. Whereas when you have somebody that's the opposite of you start to grow more as a person because now you have that open mindedness mindset and you're able to see things in different perspectives that you didn't believe. But
Hmm.
because this person has an influence on you, you can now see things in a new light. And that's what I'm getting from both of you, which
yeah.
is really amazing.
Hmm.
So I respect that. Like I respect that. Like y'all are it. But I do want to ask, like, what is like the greatest obstacle? Like you, because y'all are in a different time zone and completely different location. So like, what is the greatest obstacle that y'all have found in y'all time being together? That like probably wasn't that great when y'all were just friends.
Honestly, COVID.
Yeah.
I think
Mm.
biggest thing because we started dating like right in the middle of COVID, and we thought it would. I mean, everyone thought it would be over.
In like
Like,
3 weeks or
yeah,
something.
but that wasn't the case. So we were actually dating for a year and 3 months before we even got to meet.
Mm.
And
Mm.
I know that a lot of people wouldn't have done that.
Mm-mm.
Like, a lot of people would have just given up because they'd be like, I can't go a year and 3 months. And it was hard. Like, I still can't believe we actually went that long. Like, that is such a long time. And now all
Mm.
together.
I don't think a lot of, because I didn't know myself, but I don't think a lot of people knew that the U.S. It's the U.S. right that shut its borders, not the U.K.
The UK, I
It,
think, right?
Yeah. So she wasn't allowed to enter the U.S. until November as of last year. So yeah,
yeah.
So
they
it's like y'all were forced to be apart at that point.
If I wanted to come over here,
yeah
I couldn't. And I would always make jokes. I was like, I'm going to get a boat.
yeah.
I was like, I'm going to come. I'm going to start swimming.
So like she literally came a month after she was allowed to be over here because the borders were closed and Canada is so close to the US right now. We're not allowed to go to Canada. They still have their borders closed right now. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Mm.
Yeah. I think another obstacle too is I was still living with my parents and they don't we don't meet eye to eye. So I couldn't have her over here even if I wanted to because, they don't agree with, as they call it, a lifestyle. It's not a lifestyle.
Mm.
But yeah, like I didn't want to have her come and then sitting in a hotel just waiting there for me to just like get out of work and just hang out for a few days and she goes back. I didn't want to do that. So January of last year, I tried my hardest from January to like October. I was saving money for both a car and an apartment. So
Mm.
as soon as like November came around, I got my car and then I got my apartment, and it happened so quick. As like the Tuesday that I moved into my apartment, she was here 4 days later. Like
And that was like,
That's
we,
right.
yeah,
yeah, like they literally told Orion they could move in like the day before.
mm-hmm.
So Orion moved in, and I was like, I'm not wasting any time. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I'm coming over right now.
Mm-hmm.
So literally, I literally gave like everyone 4 days notice. I
Yeah.
was like, I'm going to America for 3 months.
What did your job say?
They were not happy with me,
Ah,
not at all. But
sure.
I explained the situation, and I said, I think if you were in my situation, you would do this too.
Hmm.
Anybody would. Like, I got the chance to come and spend Christmas with Orion as well.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Hmm.
I was supposed to give 4 weeks notice to my job, but I gave them 4 days.
Wait a minute. First of all, 4 weeks, a whole month? Nah, fam.
Yeah,
Nah. Effective immediately is all that I got, and
if I
I'll use that to the day I die.
if I did that, like I would have just been doing my notice for the sake of them, and I would have missed out on Christmas. Like, and I was like, no. Like,
Mm.
one thing about me is I will not do anything for a job. Like, if I want to do something, I'm gonna live my life.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm not gonna let a job hold me back.
I respect that. I really do. I need to be more in that mindset because I don't. So with me, I don't really care about money. I
Mm-hmm.
care about the things that I'm doing and if it benefits another person. So when I am working at my job, I always say that if my best friend like Kadira or a Nigel or Lauren, if they call me or either one of y'all, if y'all call me and said, Christina, I need you, sorry, job gotta go. Like
Yeah.
the job isn't the first thing on my mind because in actuality, I'm not there for a paycheck. I'm there to help people. And if I need to help somebody else, y'all are good. Y'all got a full staff. My
Mhm.
friends need me. I gotta go. So I'm sorry, I don't know what to tell you. So I really respect that mindset. Like I need to be more like that though. So because I'm a little, I know it might not seem like it low key, but I am a little afraid and timid of like confrontation. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I ain't gonna hold y'all. You know, I'm gonna be honest because um, and the reason for that is because I'm afraid of like the aftermath, right? Like I'm afraid that if I leave this job, I can no longer come back to this job. So I try not to burn any bridges that are like unnecessary to burn.
Yeah.
Like for instance, I worked at Kellogg's for a year and I quit that job like 3 times. It kept coming back. Like that's just because the times that I needed like funding or whatever, like they were my only option at the time. And so I mean now they're not, but like I just need that mindset where it's like I don't care, I gotta go. If I need to be somewhere else, that's where I need to be. You know
At
what I mean?
the end of the day, like your job will replace you like that.
Mhm.
Like
That part.
they don't care. They don't really care about you. Like they will replace you, but can you replace your life? No.
No.
That part right there, Summer. Oh my gosh, yes. Oh, yeah, I needed to hear that. I did.
Mhm.
I ain't gonna go quit my job because I do have a job that's in my career field and I love it. But I know that for the future. I know that for the future, and I can pass that along to people that are listening at home and people that are just in my life outside of this. Because that is a good mindset to have. Like taking care of yourself first and then worrying about other things later. And that's not a selfish mindset. That's more of a there's only one me, and if I can't be the best me, then there's no point in me being me. You know? I don't know. That's just me.
Mhm.
But yeah, yeah, that's legit.
Mhm.
Okay, sorry. Back on topic because I kind of went on a tangent. I am so sorry. I wanted to ask because we were talking about like the greatest obstacles, but like you guys were talking about like some of the obstacles being other people, and
Mhm.
I was wondering, you kind of already said it, but like, were there any specific person or things that try to persuade you from pursuing this long distance relationship?
I mean,
Oh,
Orion hasn't really, have you? Like,
No.
I mean, I have. I have had um family members say things to me like, "Why don't you just find someone in this country? Like, you need to find someone in this country. It'll be so much easier for you." And before we started dating, like, I would tell a few friends about the situation, like, "Oh, I really like them. Like, they live in America," and they weren't very supportive. They were like, "No, you don't want to do this again. Like, just get someone in this country." That was the thing. It's like, I don't think other people understand it. So they are very much like, "No, just get someone in your own country."
Mhm.
But
mm,
I'm like, there's a whole world. Like, there is so many people on this world. Why do I have to find someone in my country? Like, I don't.
yeah.
I don't.
Then you didn't.
I did.
And so, who would you say, like, on the other side of that spectrum, who would you say made up your support system? Like, I know that you had that client that one time, but like, was there anybody that kind of pushed you to pursue this relationship even more?
Um, I would say some of my other friends. Like, I have
Hmm.
who are so supportive, and they know how happy I am, and they know how happy Orion makes me. And like every time I tell them something, they're just like, "That is so cute." Like, oh, they're just so supportive.
And
Oh,
you and the rest of our mutual
Yeah, I'd
friends,
say a
of
lot of you
course.
like online friends, because I feel
Mhm.
like you understand it a bit
Yeah,
more.
mm-hmm.
because you were kind of like watching it from the sidelines.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I was cheering. I had my poster board, my T-shirt. I was like, yes. I will always support because as long as it makes you happy, then you
Yeah.
know who am I to say anything? Like I don't have anything negative to say about y'all's relationship because y'all haven't provided me a reason to.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Mm,
it would be a completely different thing if I saw that Summer was acting out of character and it was being like not beneficial for her,
mhm,
or if Orion was being very distant and they were just not being who they normally are,
mhm.
then I would say something about it. But y'all build each other up. So who am I to say, oh no, that's stupid. Why would you pick somebody in a different country? Like, no, that's actually amazing. That's freaking amazing. I want, hey, when you go back home, hook me up. Okay? Thank you. Thank you. Gonna have some British children. You know what I mean? But no, but in all honesty, like I'm really glad that y'all found each other. Like I wouldn't have seen this coming. That's just because I am not very observant when it comes to romantic relationships with like especially other people, specifically me. So I wouldn't have seen this together, but y'all were friends of mine before y'all were like together, and I loved y'all both. So it was kind of two people I love loving each other. I mean, like, you know what I mean? Like, it was legit. So I ain't mad at it. I ain't mad at it. Y'all do. But wow, the UK to Michigan, and you're here for a week,
A week,
a week
yeah.
more.
A week.
So what is gonna happen after that? You don't know. You
I mean,
don't know.
we have something in the works, but we kind of, I don't know. We're still figuring it out right now.
Okay, I got it. I got it.
Hmm.
All right. Well, I mean, y'all do y'all because at the end of the day, y'all's happiness is what matters. And God, wow, y'all are just. I just love y'all. You know that? Like, I just have to take a moment just to say that I love y'all because y'all really don't be caring what other people be thinking, and it's
Oh.
just very apparent. And I really respect that. And I want to be more like y'all. Like, how did y'all get to that point? Like, how could y'all? Like, how can you block out so much negativity towards y'all's relationship and still have one of the strongest relationships? Like, how does that even work? Like, what is y'all strong? Like, what is y'all strong suit in y'all relationship? Would you say?
Um.
I think just because we know what we want,
Mhm. Yeah.
like,
Mhm.
we know that we want each other, we
Mhm.
know that we want to live our lives together. And I think because we are so confident in that,
Mhm.
and we're
Yep.
so confident in our relationship with each other, that whenever someone says something like,
It doesn't even phase us.
no, it really
No.
doesn't anymore, because I'm just like, I'm happy.
And they
And
just literally don't have any idea about our relationship.
no,
You
and
know.
like, we're living the life that we want to live, like,
Mhm.
and it's our life.
Mhm.
Like, everyone has a different life. Everyone lives
Yeah.
their lives differently,
Mhm.
and this is how we want to live ours.
Mhm.
I respect that. Do y'all have any advice for anybody that might be in a similar situation, whether that's from Michigan to the UK or from Tennessee to New Jersey? Like, do y'all have anybody that's, or any advice for anybody that's still trying to figure their way out in that kind of situation?
Just be very confident in you and your relationship. Um. People can assume all they want, but only you and your partner know exactly who you guys are together. And if you're positive about what you want and you and your relationship, then I say don't even like stress or worry about what other people gotta say because it just doesn't even matter, you know.
Yeah.
I respect that. I respect that. All right. Well, where can the people find you?
My
Not your address, but like your social media.
is my Instagram is Summer Jennings.
My handle is Orion Blair with an E.
All right, bet. Well, that's going to be it for today's episode, everybody. I truly appreciate y'all coming on the How to Pray podcast, where we talk about ways of overcoming pain, the obstacles of recovery, accepting our past, and yielding to our new life. We were talking all day about long distance relationships, the obstacles, the trials and tribulations, but more importantly, how we're able to overcome that and how we can see the light in such something so beautiful, such as love. And I am so grateful to call y'all my best friends and people that genuinely make me happy, and I know that y'all make each other happy, and I wish y'all nothing but the best in your endeavors in life.
Mm.
So, to the people at home, keep hope alive. You are somebody. Remember to keep doing it for the fans, and we'll see you next time. Bye.